So yesterday, you guys sort of figured out sort of the step by step of figuring out how much you have to pay for a minimum required payment, which, like I said, as long as you make your minimum required payments on time, that 35% of your payment history is giving you positive points for your credit score. And then we also went over if you only pay off the minimum, how much interest the credit card company would charge you as a fee for still owing them money. Now, today we're going to continue going over a little bit of the amounts owed, that 30% little chunk that also goes to your credit score. Where we said yesterday, ideally, you don't want to use more than 30% of your credit limits. Because the whole point of doing this right now, guys, and learning about this is to avoid being trapped in the cycle of debt, where you are short of cash at the end of the month, so you use your credit card. You end up having a bigger balance and owing them more and more, which requires a higher minimum payment over time. Your income and paycheck probably didn't change. You still have to pay your bills, and then you're short of cash again. And you sort of get trapped here. Like here, you have credit card debt. Some people get caught by loving how low that minimum fee is. They pay the minimum fee, they back up some more debt, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. Or something like this. When paying for an impulse buy with a credit card, it doesn't feel like you're using real money because it doesn't come out of your bank account. And then when the bill comes, it also kind of seems abstract, and a lot of people make that tragic mistake of only making the minimum payment. And sometimes all you can do is pay the minimum payment, and that's totally fine. That happens in some months in our busy, busy lives. But in general, you want to avoid just making the minimum payment. But that's okay. If you can only make the minimum payment, that is still great for your credit score. You just want to make sure you never are late on a payment. So today, guys, you guys are going to do a sort of a longer look at a credit card and how the debt can build over time. Because yesterday, you guys just sort of did 1 month at a time. At the end of the month, what's the minimum payment? What's their interest? So you guys are going to go over what it looks like to have a credit card for a 12-month period, a full year. You're going to do a case where for each of these cases, case 1, case 2, and case 3, you're going to pretend like you're buying an iPhone, and then you're going to make different payments to pay off that iPhone. So when you go over to Google Classroom, make sure you go to our Math with Baki, go over to classwork, we'll fill out the attendance form if you haven't yet. And we are going to be in the same option B workbook. But now today, guys, you will need that credit card simulator that is right next to it. Now, yesterday, you guys should have already finished these tan slides, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And today, you guys are just going to focus on these blue slides right here, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? There's 3 cases, and then there's a case 4, guys, for extra credit if you just want to play around and do your own sort of example. But these are the 3 things that you guys should have open. You should have your Nearpod, your credit card simulator, and your option B week 2 workbook.